Ons gaan nou begin, chart. Ons gaan nou begin.
Hi, my name is Short.
Chart, ek weet jy is daar. Gaan nou begin. Is nog dan 'n bietjie tyd om te begin. Ek het jou, jy's die enigste wat ek toegelaat het om in te kom. Yes, Chart. Yes, jy's die enigste wat ek toegelaat het. Ja. Die ander is nog in 'n waiting room. Jy sal die ander se boodskappe ook sien. Okay, dankie Chart, waardeer. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. Just hold on for a sec. Everything to go live. We'll be with all of you now.
This is the man who got me transformed and got me walking on fire, and everything went kaboom. Changed, transformed.
And he's a millionaire speaker, bootcamp.
How many of you are willing to go for the impossible to reach the possible? Are you willing to take the steps? Are you willing to get that focused? What is your why? Your why. How many of you are willing to step up? But to step up and raise our standard, we need to challenge ourselves to get out of our comfort zone. And you believe that anything is possible.
He's just got a beautiful, beautiful heart. He's authentic. He's real. He wants to make the world a better place.
Just walked on fire. Brilliant.
Like, wait, I'm actually stepping on fire. To anybody that hasn't walked on coals, do it.
Jose! Looks like, can everyone just tell me if you can hear me? If you can't hear me, just let me know. I just want to see if my mic is connecting. Okay, my mic looks like it's connected. If you can't hear, please let me know in the chat box. Also, let me know where you're from. Thank you for being here today. And I'm excited that I'm going to share a little bit with you today. This is about getting together as a meet, and with what we call the meeting of minds, is how you can forge your destiny. Now, I'm going to quickly go over to my slideshow. And I'm Chris Pfister, and welcome here today. I can see all of you can hear me. Peak quality is great. Cape Town, Ola from Boksburg, fantastic. Thank you everyone that is here today. And I believe you can probably see my screen as well. Great stuff. Now, everyone, you're going to be part of this 2 weeks. We're running something called the Meeting of Minds. Now, this is a group of people that are normal people that are successful in their industries that are going to come share some tips and tricks with all of you to be successful. This is about creating and forging your destiny going forward and getting the tools that you can use to be successful. So we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to have some fun. It's not going to take a lot of your time. And the nice thing about this is you will get the recording. You will be able to watch the recording of this as much as you want to. It's going to be available for the whole month. And every speaker that is part of this summit will have their videos on there for you to go watch and replay. And for me, it's also important that share this with other people that you know that can benefit from this in the end of the day. Now, I'm going to start with, I only have a few minutes to get you guys going. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. So even if you just listen to the sound and my voice, hopefully you can make some notes or mental notes and of something that you can do during this time. Now, I'm not going to focus on COVID. I'm not going to focus on the negativity out there. I think there's many people that have talked about all of the negativity around us. Now, for me and all the other speakers that are part of this summit, or what we call Meeting of the Minds, is where we want to mastermind, where we want to help you to forge a new destiny. You've heard in that one video of mine playing that people. Now, how many of you believe that fire burns? Probably all of you. I've never had someone that says, no, fire doesn't burn. We all do. And yet one thing that I get people to do is I get people to walk over fire. without getting burned, 500 to 600 degrees Celsius. Now, there's some learnings in that you can take away, that you can be successful. Now, the fire can be like the COVID and the challenges we face in business, but isn't it time for us to sit back, observe our industry and our businesses, and to see how can we turn our business around and 10x it in the next 6 months? And I think we all are there, Kobus, is there a way? Is there a secret? Now, well, I'm going to only teach you what I've applied in my business in the last 2 years. Now, you say, Kobus, but COVID has just happened. But can I tell you, in the last 3 months, my business has grown exponentially. And that's why I want to share with you, it's time to start thinking out of the box and get to the next stage where it's time for you to crush it in 2020. It's time for us as business owners and as individuals to raise our standard. Now, how do we raise our standard? First, we need to start looking at how can we raise our standard? Which areas of our business and our life can we raise our standard? Taking it in, so that we can be seen by others, so that we can stand out of the sea of chaos, and we can be heard, our business voice, our individual voice. I live by hashtags and words, and if you want to post something and if you want to share, please use these hashtags, because for me it's important, because the words that we preach and say brings life or death. There's a book that says life and death is in the power of the tongue, and those who love to use it will bear the fruits of it. And that's why I use the words like whatever it takes. Because when I say whatever it takes, I can blame no one, and I have to take responsibility for my action. The next one is crush it. I want to crush it. I want to be the best. I want to be number one. There's nothing that's going to stop in my way, not even a mountain. And I will live without regret. I don't want to get to the age of 80, 90 years old, and I look back and I say, I wish I did this more. I wish I traveled more. I wish I loved more. I wish I lived more. So for me, it's important is how can we get you to start pivoting your business without being left behind? If you don't, and I think, some people feel it's already too late because everything is opening up and you had the most amazing 3 months behind you that you could have pivoted your business and redo your business plan and redo the way you do business. But there's still time, because some of you are still in operation and can probably still last a lot and 1 month more before they have to close down. So maybe use this next month as to change it around. And that's where the meeting of the minds come, because there's 16 other speakers that are going to give value and how they've become successful in the last few months to give you those tips and tools so that you can become successful. So everyone that doesn't know me, I'm Kobus Visser. I'm known as the Superman of South Africa. And, I get people to walk over fire. I get people to do crazy things. But I also get businesses to do crazy things. I get businesses to do things that are not in the norm. Because you've probably been trained, this is how business should be. And I come to you and I say, let's do business differently. Why? Because it's time to change our business models. We can't do the same business the way we've done it 5 years ago or 10 years ago, but we have to do it differently from the way we've always done it. And I'm so grateful. Thank you. Even there's a guy, Istvan, welcome. He's all the way from Hungary. Man, it's amazing. People all over the world tuning in. So I'm 37 years old, and this is a little bit about my story for those who don't know. I'm the proud father of Tian and Vian. They're my why. I want to empower them so much that one day they live their true potential. They are the one reason why I wake up in the morning. They're the one reason I'm doing what I'm doing, because I want to empower them so that they can live their life to the fullest. When I was in a mountain by the name of Kilimanjaro, and before I got to the summit, I was giving up. I didn't have the energy and power to go all the way. And then a friend of mine by the name of Will looked me in the eyes and said, Kobus, just remember why you came to this mountain. And he gave me a hug and he walked. And then I remembered why. And suddenly I had more energy and more power to get to that last part of the mountain and to conquer that last part. What is your why? Can you still remember why you are in business? Can you still remember why you wake up every morning? And that is one thing that is important for me. So some studies I've done, and that's why I love business. I have a bachelor's degree in marketing. I'm one subject away from an MBA in marketing. Man, it's one subject I could have done the last 5 years, but I haven't done it. So I'm probably one of those that can say I've almost have my MBA. And how do you know when someone has an MBA? Well, they tell you. I'm master in business coaching, and I've done plenty of short courses. I've invested a lot of money in myself. I've been in retail business. I've been in all types of different business, from warehousing to digital marketing, financing, setting up trusts, furniture business, running one of the biggest furniture stores in Limpopo that is currently has 37 stores, the biggest independent furniture stores in Limpopo. Properties, operated 65 properties for a company and helped it grow from 30 to 65. Dog biscuit factory, made my own dog biscuits. Franchise called by the company called Zebras. I had 4 franchises. Fernman, sold wood. That's where I learned for the first time to reverse a trailer, and that is a skill that I learned. And I think in every of these businesses, I've learned new skills. And I think that is one thing. It's something I found out the other day. I remember myself is that I remember when I was young, I used to go to our local shopping center, a supermarket called Spar, and I used to pack the bags for the people and put it in the trolleys, and I will take them to the car, and they will pay me R2 for that. From a small age, I used to be in business. I've been fortunate that I have never worked for someone, and I will find it difficult to work for someone one day, and that's why I have this belief and faith. I'm doing what I need to do, be able to empower other people to do what they need to do. So my goal for today is I want you to start thinking out of the box in different areas. I want you to observe your business, look at your business model. I want you to start thinking of creating strategies that can work for you. I want to give you hope that there is hope and not to give up. I also want to think of this time of where we live in. And what is a pivot? A pivot occurs when a company makes a big change to business after determining, usually through market research, that their product isn't meeting the needs of the market anymore because the market has changed. Companies will continue to pivot as these needs change, or the company discovers new opportunities for their business. There is new opportunities, and I've talked with a few business owners in this past week. They're all looking at pivoting and changing their business model, going more online, but not only online, adding value to what they're already offering to the people they serve. Because guess what? You have a database of people that you can connect with. So if you have a database, what are their challenges currently, and what other services or products can you give them to be able to assist them? Because they already trust you. So you already have a client base that you can sell something to. My goals is, again, for today is to remind you to come back to the basics. Start from zero, as if you would start your business again from today. So think about starting from zero. What do you want to achieve? I think that is the most important. I ask that everyone when we start coaching and in businesses. What is that one thing that you need to achieve? What is your why? What do you want to achieve in the next 6 months? If we look back, not only finances, I want to turn over of 100,000 or R1 million per month or $1 million per month. What do you want to achieve by building your business? Because your business can be, in the next few years, can be an empire, or it can just be another job. And I think that is one thing that it's important. Again, what is your why? What to do next? Where to start? Awaken the possibility of being successful. And I will share with you a deal at the end that you can, if you want to go with me in the next few months. So again, I use Simon Sinek, all about what is your why. Because if you know what is your why, the how will come by itself, because you just need to take action. So why do you want to do what you want to do at the moment? Why are you in the business? Not to just, because otherwise it's just another job providing you an income every month. So I want you to start thinking about, I have a lady that's also watching, one of my clients, and I want to keep reminding her as well, what is your why? Why did you start it what you started? Is it to just have another job and doing everything per month and then get tired about what you do? Or do you want to create an empire where you can actually choose up and wake up the time you want to wake up in the morning? You can still inspire people and you live your life by your terms. And I think that is important. So start dreaming again. So if you stay till the end, I want to share with you Think and Grow Rich. I want to give you the sample 90 Rules of Entrepreneurs that by Marnus Broodryk. And I also want to share with you Crushing It. And that's where I got my word Crush It, from Gary Vee. These are some of my mentors. So if you want it, I want you to info@supermanlife.com. So I will put it in the chat box. If you stay to the end and you email me and say, Kobus, I want those freebies, I will email it to you, because why? You have taken action. You are the one taking action. And that's what's important for me, because anything for success is 80% of it is showing up as taking action and not sitting back and complaining about everything. So it's about taking action. So what makes us different? I'm here to serve you. I want to give you value. I want to give you as much as possible, and I want you to thrive. My hardest for you is to be successful in the end of the day. Now, I can tell you stories about my life where I faced health challenges, where I ended up being in a wheelchair. I had to crawl where I wanted to be to get to that point where I could summit a mountain. I can't do physical work. I'm constantly in pain every day. Now, I can use that as an excuse not to be successful, or I can say to myself, that is only some of my challenges, and I can turn it over into opportunities. I assisted a company by the name of Friend for You when I joined there to grow from 6 shops to 27 shops at that time, and there are 30 shops now. I started many businesses from zero, from nothing, with only the resources I have available. And I think most of the companies on this call or want to start a business it's a challenge to start where you're zero. And some of you are because you haven't done business in the last 2 months. So you're basically starting from zero again. So how can we rebuild your business to get to a point where you start making money again? I've been also, one thing that I can share with you, I've been in debt. I had the wrong partners in my businesses, and they left me with debt of 7 million that I had to repay. And I did it over a period of 4 years. So if you say to me, Kobus, but I'm too much debt, I can't do this, I can tell you I was there as well. I was there where I had to get out of that. Now, 7 million at that point when it happened was $1 million. Now, more because of the rand dollar exchange. But at that moment, 4 years ago, it was $1 million. So how do you say, Kobus, this topic of this talk is about 10x, 10,000% of your business. Now, I can share with you, I got this certificate from a business and a university where I helped a business to achieve 10,000% growth in their business. Now, in the chat box, tell me who would love the possibility to 10x their business in the next 6 months. And I can't see you. So if you are there, put it in there. I want it. I want to get to the next level. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Because I'm willing to crush it. I'm willing to not have any excuses anymore. But I'm going to come forth and I'm going to say, Kobus, let's go on this path, because if you can walk over fire as a metaphor, you can do anything. And here's proof. If you can believe that you can grow by 10,000%, the time is now for you to start investing in yourself. One thing that I've learned on this path is I had to surround myself with some gurus. One of them is Leon. Then there's my father. My father always told me, Kobus, please learn from my mistakes so that you don't have to do the same mistakes. I want to learn you from my mistakes so that you don't have to redo it, so that you can achieve your success so much faster. If I listened to my father from the beginning, I would have been 10 times further from where I'm now, because I had to do the same mistakes that he did. And the moment I realized it, I had to apologize and say, Dad, I'm sorry, because I didn't listen to you. I made the same mistakes and you were right. And so learn from those who have made mistakes in the past so that you don't have to redo it and you will reach your target so much faster. Then there's Hannes Dreyer, the property guru. He taught me about how to invest in property, trust, the importance of having your business in a trust, your equipment in a trust, your family trust, having different trust structures for your businesses and for your family, and how you can never basically go bankrupt. Mr. Mind Power, mental strength, Robin Banks, we've been having a relationship for the last 4+ years where we do events together. We've been to New Zealand. So I surrounded myself and I get coached by the right people. Brian Walls, for most of you know it. And the biggest guy that had an impact on my life was Mr. Tony Robbins. For those who haven't been to UPW, it's life changing, it's life transformation, and because he walked on fire, that's where I wanted to be. I modeled myself to this guy. I want to be the best coach in the world. I want to be the #1 motivational speaker in the world. I want to empower businesses. That's where I'm going. And then the #1 sales guru in the world, Grant Cardone, just takes it to the next level. And then Mr. Gary Vee. I built a lot of my social media strategies around what Gary Vee said. So they all are teaching me to take it to the next level. Now, and there was plenty of other guys. Now, I'm not going to focus on all of them because we don't have a lot of time. So one thing for me is important wherever you are in any business. First important, before you do anything, is you need to lay the foundation. You need to implement certain things before you can start trading. So look at your foundation, and we're going to go for it. And from product to services to pricing, and how you can grow your business. Because the next step is then we start planting the seeds. This is where marketing starts. Now we're putting it out there. We put our brand out there to attract business, but we also market and push out our marketing material so that we can get more business. And we nurture it. We look after it. We nurture our seeds. We look after our business. We look after our old clients. Because one thing that I've learned is if you go to old clients, you will get business again. I had to go for it. And there was one client that I haven't done business with in a year. And guess what? He signed me up and says, Kobus, let's go for it again. So reach out to old clients because they have needs that you can serve. But here's the secret to anyone that is now going to go on this journey. That consistency is key in everything that you do. Because after consistency comes harvest. There is no quick fix. For those who are on here looking for a quick fix, there is no quick fix. The only quick fix there is consistency. And over time, because dependent on the seed you plant, depends on when and what you're going to harvest. Some harvest is in 3 months, some is in 6 years, some is in 7 years. If you are consistent enough, you will harvest, and have that faith, because it's not going to be an easy journey. There's plenty of times that I wanted to give up, and then I get back to reminding myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. So the one thing that is important that you need to know, some of you probably have heard this thing and said, the only thing that you have in this world is your name. But if nobody knows your name, nobody cares who you are, then it doesn't matter. And this is where in business, the one thing that you need to learn that's going to be the most important, and this is branding not only your company name, but you as an individual, because you give credibility to your company. So first thing first is lay the foundation, is now look how you can build and rebrand your brand, but also on a personal level, because you as an individual are your brand. People don't buy a name. They buy because of the person. So you need to look at your brand and make it stronger. And that is what is going to set yourself apart from any other business, because they rely on their name brand. They forget that the people working in that business is also a brand. So it's important that every individual in the business is now to start taking up different hats and become the brand, part of the brand of the company. The one thing is you can't change a company. If you sell Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola can't suddenly be in property industry. But you as an individual can be in Coca-Cola industry, can be in a retail industry, because your brand follows you everywhere, because you are the one experiencing, starting new things. So that's why individual brand is so important. The next step is in the foundation is now you need to look at how you can become omnipresent. It's like Coca-Cola, like Vodacom, you see it everywhere. Now it's time for you and say, goodness, how can I be omnipresent? Well, social media is the start. Flyers is the start. Everything that you can do to be seen. Omnipresent. If you don't have a TikTok account, get a TikTok account, because that is the fastest growing social media channel in the world. But what do you post? Well, there's plenty of people stuff that are posting that you can copy and post on your side, not as you, but rebranding them and say, look at this guy, go follow him, and you use other people's material to help you build your brand. But that's not the only thing. The one thing about all of these social media channels, you can get now access to their business side so that you can market yourself. So I've been doing this now for 20 years. And one thing that I've discovered is an action plan is important. That's why foundation is so important. You work out your foundation, then you create an action plan, and then you implement a plan. But again, what is your vision? Where are you going? What is that big picture that you want? A year ago, January 2019, I had this vision that I'm going to be on the stage with more than 1,000 people at that time. I'm going to be on the stage with my biggest audience. Guess what? A year later, I spoke in front of 6,000 people. A year later, because I had a vision. So what is your vision? The next one is importance of creating a team. I just watched a video the other day of the lady that started Spanx. The one thing that she said that stood out of that, the whole interview for me, she said, she early enough, she thinks that was her secret to success. Early enough, she realized she can't do everything. She's not good at accounting or logistics. Example. So she realized she needed to employ the right people for those areas so that she can focus on, because she's good at selling. So she could sell the business. So from the beginning of create the right team around you. If you say, goodness, I can't have someone doing my social media, then why do you want to put all of that energy in social media? Let them run your social media campaign while you focusing on building your business in other areas. But then again, you have to have the right person in social media. The next thing is then a hustle. This becomes a daily thing, numbers game, daily hustle. And the more people you can reach on a daily basis, the more business you can achieve. And then constant brainstorm. This is where you will have a coach, where you will be able to talk to a coach and constant brainstorm about ideas, how you can grow business. Because sometimes we are so focused on going somewhere that we are rigid that we forget that, isn't there a different way of doing it? Can't we do it faster? Isn't there a way we can change our approach? So constant brainstorm, constant pull back overview of your business and see what is working and what is not working. And then one other thing is, do you have a coach? And who is your coach? And I think that is one thing that is important. Get yourself a coach. And that's basically your check-in system, accountability. I've discovered this hard way when my dad told me, learn from my mistakes, Cobus. Don't go and redo it. And because I learned from him, I can achieve my goals so much faster. So one thing, a mistake I learned, don't do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. Get yourself a team. I had this belief, I need no one. If I had the team from the beginning, I would be 10 times further from where I am now today. I can't do everything by myself. The faster you learn this, the faster you will get the result. Now you say, Cobus, but I can't pay these people. You have 30 days before you have to pay their salary. And you can share it with other people. Get a group of people together, 4 or 5 people, and you put all and it's not that expensive. They work just for you, 4 or 5 people. So start thinking out of the box how you can get the resources. Don't blame other people. Don't blame the government. Don't blame COVID. COVID was probably a blessing in disguise because it's going to help you to achieve so much bigger. It was a time for us as businesses to reset ourselves to be able to achieve what we can achieve. And, the South African way, all South Africans want to do everything ourselves. We don't want to share. I would rather have 10% of 100% than having 0% of 100%. Type of thing. It's because why? If you have 100% of 100% and your business doesn't work, you basically have 0. So I'd rather share it with other people and be successful. Another thing is waiting for perfection will never happen. If I had to wait before doing webinars and to be perfect, it's never going to happen. Next one, not upskilling yourself enough. Are you learning new skills to improve your business, gain more knowledge to implement? Why? Because I've done this in the last 20 years. I've assisted almost 100 businesses grow and achieve results. I've spent more than 800,000 on my self-development over the last 8 years. That is about 100,000 Rand a year. That is about 8,000 Rand a month in my own self-development. That's not even paying for a coach. Okay? So why are you not self-developing and growing yourself and for your business? So here's some secrets to success I want you to start writing down. So one thing that I love to learn, and I'm not going to go into detail through this, but it's the Think and Grow. That's why I give you the book. There's 13 steps in Think and Grow. Why Think and Grow Rich? Well, do you know in 1930s, there was also the Spanish flu that made the whole world basically also on lockdown. The same time that led to the Great Depression and recession over the world, where people lost their job, businesses closed down. Doesn't it sound similar to where we are now? But yet, there came businesses out there that's still in existence today. There's still businesses that thrived in that period. And so Napoleon Hill went and found out and started researching at that time why some people are successful and others not. And while he was interviewing all of these successful people, he got to what is the 13 things that makes them successful. One is you have to have a burning desire. You must be in love with your goal and your vision. Second is you have to have faith that no matter what, it's going to happen, even if you don't believe it in the beginning. And it's like repeating affirmation. Every day I'm getting healthier and healthier. Every day I'm financially independent and I earn X amount per month. In the beginning, you probably don't believe it, but by repeating it consistently and having that faith, that of a mustard seed that it will grow, you will achieve it in the end of the day. The third thing is self-talk. You need to remind yourself about your goal every day. I have a vision board on my laptop. I have a vision board on my phone. In my office, I have a vision board where I remind myself about what is I want to achieve every day. The next one is now in this period of time is to start specializing at what you do. Become an expert. Not only give it what you are expert in, but serve your community. Next one is have an amazing imagination. I imagined when my biggest audience was 300 people that I'm going to be in front of 1,000+ people. And then I got the opportunity in front of 6,000 people. Have an imagination. I had an imagination when I couldn't walk that I was on top of Kilimanjaro. So have an amazing imagination. Plan, make a plan. That's why we are here now. Start from zero. Look at how you can create a plan so that you can take it to the next level. The next one is be persistent. Is that what I say? Never give up. It's by being consistent on a daily basis to achieve it and be persistent. That nothing will stop you. You will do whatever it takes. You will crush it every second. You will hustle every day. And the seventh one is time to take massive action. Decide now. Don't sit there where you are sitting and watching and say, and listening to me and watching the replay and say, maybe tomorrow, or maybe the end of the month, or maybe when I have a few thousand in my bank account, I will take action. You don't have to have money in your account. There's times I had nothing in my account and I had to start a business. I had to grow my business and I had nothing. But there is ways to do it. So start taking massive action, and the universe loves speed. The next one is form a mastermind where you are in a group of people, like I said in the beginning, mentors, mastermind, maybe a few coaches where you get together and you can grow your business. The next one, 10, transform your sexual desire into fuel to achieve your goal. You need to have more focus. So forget about that. Put all of your energy into what you want to build. Don't be drained on other exercises. I'm not going to go into deep with that. Reprogram your beliefs. Start learning something that you can do anything. That's why I love walking on fire and walking on broken glass, because it's transformed my mind in a way that I believe I can do anything. I learned mind power. I learned NLP to able to change my mindset about what is possible. I reprogram my mind, my subconscious mind. I started learning to listen to my gut feels. If something doesn't feel right, if I can't trust this person or this deal doesn't feel good, I don't go with it, because the times I didn't listen to my gut feel, it cost me money. Because there was this one business partner, I knew something didn't feel right. But I'm like, no, man, this guy does the same as me. I can trust him. There's nothing I can. He did me in with 750,000 rand. Because why? I trusted him. He's like me. He's not going to do me in. He wants to help people. But my gut told me differently, and I didn't listen. So learn to listen to your gut. Because as you go on, you can either learn to trust your sixth sense, or if you believe in a higher power, start believing in it. Because I believe in God. And there was times that I didn't have anything. And I say to God, God, is this still what I need to do? Give me a sign. You know how human beings, because then God sent me a sign. A guy walked up to me, gave me a roll of notes, 20,000 rand. Says, here, Kobus, I just felt something in my heart I need to give you. And I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if you need it, but here it is. And I look at that and I'm like, okay, maybe that is a sign, but, then I start questioning again. Don't question it. Have faith. Because then I ask God for another sign. That's not to say God is going to do the same for you. But at that time, I needed money to grow my business. And there was another lady that came up and gave me 25,000 rand. I'm like, man, I can't even live every day. And I'm like, God, do you really want me to do this? And God blessed me. And he said, Kobus, I know. Just to have faith. The good times will come. Where I'm now, if I could go back and see myself, I would tell myself, Kobus, just have faith. Just keep doing what you're doing every day. But one lesson I would have learned myself, listen to your dad, your coaches, learn from their mistakes so that you don't have to do it again. Learn from the past, prepare for the future, and live in the present. So one thing that is you going forward now is you need to start managing your cash flow. You don't need that DSTV or that nice programs on TV, what you cable. You can cancel it. Okay? Do you need your phone bill to be a 2,000 rand phone bill every month? Can't you downgrade it? Do you really need that subscription to Netflix? Because if you tell me, Cobus, I want to change, and you're not willing to let go of certain things, you're not going to make it. So manage your cash flow. Become stingy. Turn around your sense in a sense of what you spend your money on. Do you really need to eat out? Do you know, my lady got me to not eat out anymore, and she's now making food. And I learned to make food and eat food. So it's important that you need to change your strategy about managing your cash flow. Cash flow is king. Cash in your pocket is king. Money, money, money. Because by having extra money, you can use that money to put into marketing. Because marketing. One of the lessons they learned in the Think and Grow Rich of that time, there was businesses that said, the businesses that kept on marketing and getting themselves out there is the businesses that survive. The businesses, because of times are tough, that get back on marketing is the businesses that are not in existence today. The next one is, look at the resources to your availability. You have a lot of resources that you can use. Now, it's important for you to look at your resources so that you can take your resources. What is resources? Well, it's your stock that you have available. But for me, the biggest resource out of all of this, apart from money, apart from a bond that you can probably get into to get more money, or a credit card, but it's the people that you know. It's your database. Every single email address and telephone number in your database is a potential client. Even if they're not your client, they can refer you if you get them an affiliate system where they can make money by referring you. You can go to your database and ask them, what is the biggest challenge? Squibbers, I need a handyman. Guess what? Here's a handyman that can help you. The handyman is giving me a kickback, but at least that's a service I can offer. Trust him. What else? You need social media marketing. I know a few companies that I can put in front of you, and they can help you. And I make my kick. But again, I'm helping my clients to be better. They don't have to go and search. I'm saving them time to search around. I'm saving them, I'm giving them value. The next is start doing research. Look at what competitors are doing. Start looking at what is the possibility you can change your market. What can you do in your market to take it to the next level? Can you change the way you do business? What marketing doesn't work? How can you change your pricing strategy? There's something called pricing psychology. If you keep on coming to me, I'm going to teach you the pricing psychology, how you can get more business just by changing your pricing structure. So research is very important of your whole industry, but not only of yourself, but also of your competitors. And then one step is start taking a company overview. Start looking at all of your expenses. Start looking at your cash flow. Start looking at your products. Start looking at your marketing plan. Start looking at your team. Are they performing? One thing about companies that need to now start learning is if you have a team, they need now to start putting up a different hat every time of the day. They have to have multiple hats. They need to also be marketing the company. They also need to focus on sales. If you have a receptionist lady, she needs to start learning marketing. She needs to boost the company online, share their posts, help email their friends, ask people around, and get sales. So I have multiple hats. Even if it means for them to clean the office, they need to do it. It's time to leverage our resources that we have available and those who we know. Opportunities. What opportunities are around you that you can benefit from? How can you pivot your business by looking for opportunities? Some people started selling hand sanitizers and sell masks as an extra service to their market. Now, you don't have to put it through your company. You can then, having an individual brand, as an individual, you can sell it, that you're not part of your company. So that's why it's important to have different brands and giving value to those people, and you can still keep making cash flow, because cash flow is king. But also, opportunities are around us. Now, to give you an example, Body 20 is a gym that are not allowed to open until level 1. But they went out and found a loophole where they could rebrand themselves as a therapy center. Now, you have to go there, and yes, one session you have to relax, and the next session you can exercise. But they reclassified and they open again. Okay? Then this company was during the peak time of lockdown, and they found a way where people could hire their guest house, cleaning of it, and they could hire them and come and use it. Why? Because they realized people don't have to be at home because of kids, because of things that can take their attention away. and people could use their business. So you could start thinking different with your business. Start getting a coach that, because you have eye flaps on, you don't see all of the things. But if you have a coach and a few mentors and you mastermind and you look at your business, it's time to take it apart and see, how can I remake my business going forward? And that is one thing that is important. 6 is, this is where most businesses fail, is marketing. Now, if you're part of this summit and you're registered, you can just go to the summit page. But the summit will, in the end of the day, there's a time that I'm going to speak about marketing and branding using social media. So if you wait until that session, please come back, because there's other speakers as well. So for those who haven't registered, please go registered, or ask in the comment box where you can register if you don't know how you got the link to, if maybe someone shared and you want to register for more talks. Please go and contact me, and I will get you in touch of how you can listen to other speakers. But one session will be about marketing and branding, because it's important to use and leverage the whole marketing platform, from paid media to earned media to owned media. And I'm not going to go into this, because when I talk about marketing, that's why I want you to come back, so that we can talk about marketing from offline, online, and the different strategies you can use, free strategies that is not going to cost you money, but also then strategies that you need to pay for, but then you can get exponential results. Everyone that is on here, the biggest key for your business to go forward, apart from word of mouth, because word of mouth is also marketing, is marketing. Get that in your head. Start Googling, YouTube, as much marketing skills as you can, because marketing is key. But it's also time to think out of the box and do marketing differently. Use the resources available. And then the one thing that I've been talking about is having a mastermind. But a mastermind in different areas. One mastermind for your company and one mastermind on a personal level. And here's the thing. You become like the people you surround yourself with. You probably have heard it many of times. But that is true. Because I was with people that used to talk, my group of hundreds, maximum 1,000 rand. Then I upscaled and I talked about people with a few thousands. And then my group upgraded and it was a few 100,000. And then my group is talking about in millions, and the one guy the other day talked about investing billions. So my surrounding changed, because by changing my surrounding, my words changed, my action changed, opportunities come to me. So it's important to surround yourself with different people in your company that can help with sales, marketing, accounting, different ways, legal, general stuff. Look at different ways to restructure your business. How can you leverage other people? How can you change your business around? Personal, having a mentor, having a coach or a consultant, creating a mastermind, peers, courses. So that is important. And then, some of the businesses that I've helped over the last year is a company called Color My Soul. She left her job after 18 years, in corporate 18 years. So when she started basically from zero. She started following her passion, and that's why it's important. What is your why? What is your vision? What do you want to achieve? She knows that she needed a plan. She created the plan that she needed to follow, and I was there to hold her hand to make sure that she followed that plan. One thing that what she did from the beginning is branding and marketing. I told her from the beginning is brand yourself. She's now at the point where she's launching her online course on the 1st of August that we're doing. Because of her brand. She's now creating her own tools, her own paint, her own everything, because her brand is just becoming so strong. She started with people that she knew. That is another thing that's important. Start with the community, the clients, the family and friends that you know, and you build your business again from there. And then setting big goals. One thing that I learned the other day from all of these people that are successful, the one regret some of them have is that they never thought big enough. Never. So it's time maybe for you to think big. Maybe you're not thinking big enough for your business or for the future. Maybe it's time to think bigger. Maybe it's time to think, I don't have to earn $1,000. I can build an empire. I want to be now in front of 10 to 20,000 people. I want to change 20 million people's lives in the next 5 years. Who's with me? Who wants to come with me? Who wants to help this and change the world around? Maybe that's not your calling. Maybe it's just for you to support your family and creating an environment where your kids can thrive and be the next future to leave a legacy. But come with me. Grow to be the number one. Okay, so next one is Istvan. Istvan is a friend, and he's on the call as well. So Istvan, are you ready? I'm going to call you up at the end, and then you can share with us, Istvan. You're part of my talk, so I'm not going to have you. I'm going to call you up at the end of the slide. So the next one is Fernview. It's a business that we were part of. We restructured the business. We looked at our resources and we leveraged our resources. We focused heavily on branding and marketing to create a brand that are number one, that are chosen by everyone. You can even see the logo, but the logo also looks like a V for Visser, because my surname is Visser, for the Visser Group. So it's important branding and marketing. And the staff had to wear multiple hats. They had to be the general worker, they had to be the salesperson, they had to be doing admin, everything. And that's how we could leverage our team. We didn't have to have 100 people working in the store. We could make it work with 4 or 5 people. So leverage your resources. 6 to 27 stores in 3 years. The most important is start investing into your next 6 months. I've invested almost 800,000 into my own growth. How much have you invested into your growth? And then if you have done nothing, isn't it time maybe to blame that? Because you'll probably have a lot of blaming and a lot of giving someone else the blame for it that you haven't achieved and not taking responsibility. It's probably because you don't have the resources available to be able to help people. So start getting the resources available and the skills to be able to be successful. So you'll be thrilled. I want to share with you quickly an opportunity. I'm launching the Hero Experts Academy. I've extended the date because I need 30 people to be part of my academy. At the moment, I have 15 people, and I'm looking for 15 more people to be part of my academy so that I can go. One of the people on here is Alan. Alan, thank you for being here. He's going to be also on the academy. So Alan, it's going to launch soon. I'm just waiting for 15 more people. I need 30 people to launch. Now, who can this work for? This will work for this course and academy for people that doesn't have skills or previous experience. People that are down and out and don't know where to start. Let me help you and guide you and start your business from zero. I want you to be successful in your business, that you are open to ideas to grow, open to ideas that are different, but also willing to take action. So here's some testimonials. Diederik said, Kobus, kudos. Without you, I'd be lost. Thank you for your support, an amazing mentor. Beatrice, I know you're online as well. Beatrice said, thank you for your support, Beatrice. Kobus is a real motivator. He goes above and beyond and a real inspiration. His skills in marketing and branding, his experience in business is what counts. Thinking out of the box assists you to achieve the impossible and to do whatever it takes. You can see, even use my own words in the testimonial. If you want to grow your business, team and yourself, Kobus is the guy. He's the Superman of South Africa. Hilton. My company has been working with Kobus, and at that time it was nearly 6 months. It's now 2 years, 12 months. And a result that have been beyond my wildest expectation. Teamwork has increased, fun is back in the business, accountability is developing in business and growing excess of 70%. An immense, likable man who's always available and a great sounding board for those questions at all times. I have no hesitation to recommend Kobus. If you want to change attitudes in your company, get buy-in and commitment from staff, increase productivity, create a team that looks after each other like a family. And then William U. Butler, my friend that climbed with me on Kilimanjaro, he's also been a client of mine now for the last 3 years, since 2017, and we meet on a weekly basis. And he says Monday morning coaching session, every Monday morning coaching session. Now, actually every Friday, so we moved it to a Friday. So he's coaching with my friend and business coach, Kobus Visser. The value of having a coach in your business, personal or sports endeavor, can be measured in many multiples of the investment you make. For entrepreneurs in particular, it brings perspective, new ideas, and above all, accountability. And interesting that my clients that I've got is everyone over the age of 45 to 65. So it's amazing how I've grown in my business that I can now coach people that are twice my age and are willing to listen to my advice. And I'm so grateful for them to be in my life and trust me. Leona, I think Leona is also on here. Leona says, Kobus Visser is currently our business coach. He has a lot of knowledge and experience in all aspects of business. Therefore, he can set measurable goals that can affect your bottom line. He's passionate about what he does, and he always goes the extra mile. He provides practical and logical solutions to current problems we are experiencing in the business, which can take it to the next level. So if you want those free resources, there is my email address. You've stayed until the end. Sorry, it's info@supermanlife.com. Remember, if you want to take action, and take action. So I'm going to answer questions now. So if you want questions, start putting into the chat box, and we're going to do a Q&A now, and then we're going to finish today. So that's important. So next one, I'm going to give you a platform of academy with all of these platforms, social media channels. I'm going to teach you how to use Facebook to landing pages to TikTok. I'm going to give you business marketing strategies. There will be a module about pricing, about product, about finances. I'm going to go into personal growth and development, from goal setting to learning NLP to life coaching. I'm going to give you mind power and meditations. I'm going to give you how to create the right teams in the company and personal. I'm going to give you business strategies, how to start from zero. I will create how to create the perfect job if you don't want to start a business. And I will do interviews with experts like Robin Banks, like Chart, like Tony Robbins. I'm focusing on next. But anyway, I'm going to create people to be able to share with you successes. So this is everything that you can go. So take a screenshot. This is about 250,000 Rand worth of products. Facebook group, Telegram group, lifetime access to an online portal with all of these training material and constant being added. Business strategies, how to take your business to the next level. Marketing strategies for online and offline, all social media channels. Team strategies, how to take your team to the next level. You will get a one-to-one session with me, 60 minutes. You will have a personal growth strategy. You will get mental strength strategies from NLP to mind power. You will have personal development programs where you can learn life coaching to coach other people. You can create the perfect business from zero. You can create the job you want and interviewer experience. All of this, you can go and buy these programs, and you will pay one of these programs, you will pay 10,000 worth. And that's why it comes to 250. I want to give value. I want to help people as much as possible. So it would be worth it if you want to learn new skills and how easy it can be. If we give you new strategies out of the box to get you to take action and implement, to be successful and get results. What's success and being debt-free worth to you? 5, 10 more. How much would you pay to get access to this? 100,000 maybe? You know, I wouldn't mind getting 100,000 from you. But most people pay me up to 20,000 Rand for a coaching session. And I had to find a way, how can I duplicate myself to be able to give that value? So you can see, because you are special, if you book today, go to zeroxfastfunnels.com, take a screenshot, and you will get it for 4,997 today. Now, thank you, Liana, for being here and saying, yeah, representing. Liana, lekker. Man, nice to see you, Liana. Nice to see Alan. A high five from Fern. Thank you, Debbie. The time is now. Papa is always right. Yes, Elizabeth. Tinas, thank you for your email address. I will reach out to you. Eastwan, Rockman, Quibus, Rian, whatever it takes. Yes, definitely. And then there's Neville, Sakti, Chard. Oh, there's a lot of people. So one thing is important. If you want to buy this, it's launching now on the 1st of August. Be part of this. Take action. If you didn't sign up immediately and you say you don't have money, like Steph, how long are you going to be at a point? Because there was points that I didn't have money. You can go ask 500 people for $100 and you will have your 5,000 and they will be an investor into your business. But again, don't use that money for other things. So there's ways of getting money. You can go and create a business plan for people to invest in your business to start up and learn from it. You know, so there's people around you. There's a guy that I've helped the other day that had lost everything. And the only thing that he started with was an ad on Facebook, and he got the job. He made about 11,000 Rand out of one job. And all that he did was marketing, and he paid me for transport to be able to do what he needed to do. So you can either have excuses that you don't have money, or you can sit down and say, but what is the ways of earning money? Or email me, Quibus, what can I do to earn money so that I can take action? I can't and I don't have the time. You're always never going to have the time. We all have 24 hours a day. So if you just say you don't have the time, you can always not have the time. I can do it on my own. So if you can do it on your own, why haven't you done it now? So maybe that is an excuse. So for those who are on, if you don't have questions, I have 2 minutes left. So if you have any questions to share, please use the time now to share questions. And then I'm going to get ready for Chantal. She's now up at 1 o'clock talking about, so he's going to talk about emotional intelligence. So let me quickly do this. Call to action. So please, if you have any questions, I think it's this one, to all go. So if you want to, you can click on the link and you can quickly go to, if you want to book directly, I think it takes you to the right side. Just want to check, yes, 0x@fastfunnels.com. and you can book your course now. If you don't want to and you want to look later, so then take a photo. Okay, chart. It's a steal. Thanks, Gribbers, for a great event as always. Steph, what if I have no money? I answered you if you don't know. And one more advice, you can email me. It's so amazing that all of you have been on here. So last time, is there any questions? Any questions? Let's see if there's any questions. Please come to, otherwise I'm going to stop. There's 1 minute left. Let me check. Okay, everyone, thank you for being on live. If you want to go to my Facebook page, the recording is there. I've also done this on YouTube. So please go share the video on Facebook. If you want to join, please go comment. It's Kobus for C, Superman Mental Strength. So go follow me on Facebook. You will see this live video there. But also, the replay will be up tomorrow. Tomorrow, the replay will be up at the Summit page. You will be able to go and rewatch this video and get the tips again. If there's any questions you have my email address to get the freebies, but also to talk to me. And yes, guys, time is over. I have to go. We're getting ready for the next session with Santel. Thank you, everyone. Let me get this. Tammy, awesome advice. Thanks, Quivers. Yes, I want to work with you, Quivers. I want to work for you. Yes, Elizabeth, I like that. I want to work for me. Okay, great stuff. Send me an email. Let me hear what you do. And, maybe it's time for you also to start your own business. But anyway, thank you, everyone that's on here. I need to go now because the next speaker is actually waiting for me and I have to set up. Okay, cheers, everyone.